Mars. Its ancient crust is pockmarked with craters, cracks, and mounds. They tell the story of its past, remnants of a violent history. Some were formed by impacts, materials from space smashing into the surface and leaving behind huge craters. Others formed through erosion. And some, like the monumental Olympus Mons, 3 times taller than Everest, are massive volcanoes. But recently, scientists have found evidence of volcanism on an even greater scale, the biggest explosions in the Red Planet's history. We know that Mars has been modified by volcanic eruptions throughout its history. But puzzlingly, when we look at its surface, there are fewer volcanic structures than we'd expect. 2 scientists turned their attention to the Arabia Terra, a region of ancient crust heavily scarred with impact craters. It was not, however, thought to be volcanic. One crater in particular caught their eye, Eden Patera. It didn't seem to fit with their expectations for an impact crater, lacking defining features, like a raised rim, a central mound, or a defined ejecta pattern. Instead, Eden Patera bore a striking resemblance to a structure seen on Earth called a caldera, and calderas are volcanic. When you think of a volcano, you probably imagine a cone-shaped mountain spewing out lava and ash. But if enough material is ejected, the volcano can collapse in on itself, forming a caldera. Like this one. The scientists think they're looking at something similar on Mars. Calderas are usually surrounded by mounds of material oozed out when the volcano erupted, but we don't see this around Eden Patera. Instead of oozing out magma, Eden Patera must have exploded, with unimaginable force, hurling billions of tons of material thousands of kilometers away and high into the atmosphere, spreading it across the whole planet. If this was a volcano, it wasn't just any volcano, it was a supervolcano. This eruption of Mount St. Helens on Earth in 1980 ejected just over 1 cubic kilometre of material. Supervolcanoes are capable of explosive eruptions over 1,000 times larger. The scientists discovered 3 potential sites of extinct supervolcanoes, but it's hard to know for sure. These volcanoes would have erupted over 3.5 billion years ago. Plus, supervolcanic eruptions are so devastating they destroy much of the evidence that smaller volcanoes leave behind. And yet, whilst hard to identify, the impact of supervolcanic eruptions is dramatic. We know that in Earth's history, supervolcanoes modified the geology of entire continents and the climate of the whole globe. If there were supervolcanoes on Mars, it could revolutionize our understanding of the early Martian atmosphere and explain some of the big mysteries of Martian geology, like this bizarre region of fretted terrain near the Arabia Terra. The scientists who did this research believe that with more investigation we could find more supervolcanoes posing as impact craters on the surface of the Red Planet. But either way, it seems that Mars's ancient past was even more violent than we once thought.